Sure.
Let's go with that one. Let's go ahead and talk about it.
I'm going to share my story. This is sort of the tradition of that Rob started a while ago. And so my name's Paul Campanis, and my family is British. My mom was British, and my father was Greek. And when my Greek family came over, and my grandfather came in 1914, my grandmother in 1935, they didn't know anyone. It was really kind of scary. They had to go to Italy first and get sort of processed. And then my grandfather died pretty soon after my father was born. So my grandmother was there. She couldn't speak any English. She had a 9-year-old boy, and it was really rough. It was really rough. And that pain that's sort of been in my family, that scar, has really given me a heart for immigrants and for refugees and people that come to the country and that don't know anyone. So my grandmother worked in a raincoat factory, all throughout my dad's childhood. And my dad got a full scholarship to Harvard. He played football, got a full scholarship to Harvard, not playing football because of his intellectual abilities. And then I was born. And that's when the trouble began. I was born and my sister was born, and we had a really great family, but no one went to church. No one really, prayed or read the Bible or anything like that. It was just sort of like my father didn't really accept his parents' religion, and which was Greek Orthodox at the time. And then, so I grew up, and life was really good. And but my mom had to go to work, and so I ended up getting in a lot of trouble as a kid. It was very violent at my school. It was a very affluent school, but a lot of fist fights, a lot of violence. So I grew up with a lot of violence, and then there was alcohol and marijuana. I got into that, and a lot of shoplifting and stuff like that. And then I got to college, and I got getting in a lot of trouble with my girlfriends in college, and then I started to look at my life and just see the selfishness that was there, and the problems it was causing. And I was getting in trouble with the law a little bit, but not getting arrested or anything. But I was starting to starting to rub up against some really hard things about life, and just really going down the wrong road in a hurry. On the outside, it looked really good. I was playing ball. I was doing well in school, and people thought I was a good kid. But on the inside, I was really just empty and just felt like, well, this isn't really a great life. And so I got invited to go to this rally with the Navigators. And so I said, yeah, that sounds fun. So I went to the liquor store, got a lot of beer, got really drunk, and then went to the rally with the Navigators, a Christian thing. And then they started talking about Jesus and the Bible, and then they told us to go out and pray on our own, because they wanted us to think about what they talked about. So I did that, and I just asked God to take all these things away from me because it wasn't helping me at all. And so what happened is I quit drinking and quit the pot, and then I started becoming a Christian, and I dealt with the immorality I was having, and then God really started blessing my life, and it was really just through soccer that happened, though, because one of the guys on my soccer team who's really good, he ended up being semi-pro, and he invited me to church, and he sort of got the proverbial ball rolling with me. And then from there on, I just really I've never been drunk or stoned or done shoplifting since I was 21 years old, and now I'm 56 now, and have a great marriage, a great family, and God's really blessed my companies. I've started some companies, and everything I touch, it just seems to be blessed. And so I started to, I've been going to this church here, Fellowship Bible Church, for many years now, and then I got involved with Rob in the iFace group and what they were doing, and I'm just really happy, that God has done this for me, and I'm really happy all you guys are here, and you can play on these fields, and that we can reach out to the refugees and the immigrants and the people that come to Nashville, that we can really just share the love that my grandmother never really knew and my dad really never knew, and that we can just welcome these people in and play ball and get to know people and just make relationships. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. If there are any questions, raise your hand. I'll answer any questions. But great to have all you guys playing again and stuff. So
yeah, we do. We don't raise our hands, but we do questions.
Okay. Yeah. No hands. Just if you have any questions.
Do you play music or something? Sure.
No, my son and my daughter, they are musicians. Well, both my sons. Well, And yeah, well, he's a professional guitar player. My daughter's at a violin camp now, so they're really into music. And I didn't know what it meant. I had to ask what that meant. You know, I felt bad. They didn't get it from me, but that's the notes, D-A-D. I got it for Father's Day last Sunday.
That spells dad.
Oh, yeah.
Just throw it out. Yeah. I had to make the connection, man.
Yeah, if there's any questions.
You said you have some business.
Yeah, I have two companies. One is a computer company, and that's kind of boring. You know, it pays the bill, so. And that's probably going to go into robotics, and I have a lot of help with that. And then I've got another company that's focusing on nutritional performance enhancing nutrition. So it's like soil science, and so we grow certain plants that when you eat these plants, you run faster and jump higher. And they're medicinal, like they're for athletes, people like y'all that you know want to score more goals, or for people that are sick, they have heart disease or cancer or diabetes, and they want to know how to get better on these and eating really nutritious, super nutritious food like superfoods.
I got to walk his garden with him and like taste all this weird stuff I've never heard of. It's fun.
But you had a jump in your step when you left.
Yeah, I gotta keep eating it, I guess.
Awesome.
Alright, who's next week?
Yeah, we need someone for next week to share their story. And it doesn't have to be, you know, anything about church or anything. It just be your story.
Oh, there you go. He's a nice guy. We got a volunteer right here.
We can do it again if you haven't.
We got a volunteer right here. Yeah, he's a new guy.
New guys
always get picked on.
New guy.
Yeah, new